What's up guys, Weather Wednesday, coming at you with another Raid Shadow Legends video. And today, I want to talk about Iron Twins. Because if you aren't doing Iron Twins yet, you should be doing it. And if you are doing Iron Twins, maybe you could be doing it faster. Now, personally, I had a Iron Twins team that was working, and it wasn't that slow. Took maybe 3 minutes a run, and most days you do 6 runs. Now recently I've been doing 12 runs because I was finishing up my Marius missions, and quite frankly most of the time I don't really think it's worth spending 150 gems plus an extra energy pack for 6 extra runs, but I do feel like it's worth it to do 6 regular runs, at least for my account. But I feel like it could be faster. Could save me a little bit of time when I'd rather be doing other things in the game. And so I decided to see if I could speed up my team, and quite frankly, I sped it up quite a bit. Now, there can be some variation in how fast the run can go. Sometimes it takes I think my fastest run on any of the affinities was like 1:08. But usually it's 1.5, 2 minutes. It can still be 2.5 minutes. But at least it's not 3.5, 4 minutes. So I want to show you my team. Then I'll show you how it's built. And then maybe you can tell me if you have a faster team or if you have another idea that you'd like to throw out. So as you can see, I've got Mithrala in the lead. She's basically there just for extra accuracy. For my Geomancer, my Gnut has plenty of accuracy, but Mithrala, and I've got Godseeker and Neri with Marishka. Now, I know most players don't have Marishka. She's one of 6 Void Legendaries that I've ever summoned in my account over the course of over 3 years of playing. But she was a very good pull, but you don't have to have Marishka. Quite frankly, you could have any Tinker Reviver. You could probably throw in a Pythion. You could probably throw in a Duchess if you have one. Maybe an Elva or something like that. You need a tanky Reviver. And Godseeker Neri is great also at just some extra revives. These are just the 2 that I chose, mostly because they both have the same mechanic in a different way, where if they die, they're going to be reviving somebody if somebody dies with them. So then I just throw in Geomancer and Gnut, and they both do damage, but in very different ways. So we'll go ahead and do the run, and I'll show you how it works. Probably won't surprise you how it works if you are familiar with these champions and how they work, but the main idea is keep the team alive and do damage as quickly as I possibly can. Obviously, if I had 2 Gnuts, if I had 3 Gnuts, if I had 4 Gnuts, I'd probably just run one of those teams to make it a lot faster. But I still think this is a lot faster than doing one of those weird Painkeeper teams where you have 3 Painkeepers just trying to keep the team alive. I don't think you need to do that anymore because this boss has been nerfed so bad. Now, affinity hasn't proven to matter, probably because the boss was nerfed so hard. But I haven't had any trouble. No affinity has made it particularly slow. Nobody's really dying here. Now, maybe I could throw in an extra damage dealer now that the boss has been nerfed so hard. That's an idea. Because my team's not really dying. It used to die pretty often, but as you see, I do have Smite on a couple of these champions, I think. And so, well, I have Brimstone, which causes Smite, of course. But Geomancer throws up the HP burn. The boss tries to damage him, damages himself. And then Gnut, of course, with his max HP, doing plenty of damage. So as you can see, this is a pretty good time on the run. We're at 1:12. This might do it. Not quite. We just need like 2 more hits, something like that. And a minute 20, not too bad. So I'd say I would take a minute 20 over a team that is like 3 minutes. Maybe it saves me 10 or 15 minutes a day. So basically that's the idea. Okay, my best time. I don't know if this is affinity related or not, but it shows my best time as a minute 14. So this was almost there. So I'm gonna go ahead and take one of my energy pots just so I can show you how the team is set up. So let's find it here. All right, here we go. Iron Twins team. Now Mithrala, I've just got her. Okay, well, I'll show the builds in a minute here. But as you can see, I don't even have, most of this isn't even set up. The only instructions is I make sure that, Godseeker, I want her to be able to resuscitate somebody if necessary. I don't think anybody died during that run. I don't think anybody really dies anymore. That's what makes me think maybe I should throw in an extra damage dealer. Maybe it'll go even faster. Or maybe my team will die. I'm not so sure. And Geomancer, I just basically only care about his A3. And then Gnut, obviously that's going to be his first choice. He's going to do that anyway. He doesn't really need that instruction. So that's the team. I'll go ahead and show you the build. And let's go ahead and see here. Okay, first of all, Marishka, I just have her in a protection set. I might change her into Stone Skin. It makes a lot more sense for her to be in Stone Skin for arena situations. I mostly had her in protection I use her in a lot of PvE stuff as well. I'm not sure if changing her to Stone Skin would mess any of that up, but I'll go ahead and show you. I got her in Polymorph, not a factor here. And these are her masteries, but basically I've got her very high HP, 111k, solid defense at 3000, and speed 290, so pretty good. She also has very high resistance, 529. And then of course we got Mithrala in the lead. I have her in the lead just for that extra accuracy. I do have the Brimstone, which is nice. If it hits, she's gonna have the accuracy for it to hit, which is good. And the strength and the shield, that's gonna keep the team alive. These are her masteries. I have her in triple perception, and I just got her HP decently high, her defense very high, speed 286, and resistance 268, accuracy 589. A little bit overclocked for this content, but you always want to get her resistance and accuracy as high as you possibly can. And then Godseeker, I have her built primarily for Sand Devil's Necropolis. That's why I'm just trying to keep her alive as much as possible in Regen and Immortal. I do have her in Miracle Heal for the same reason, just trying to keep her alive. These are her masteries. And I got her okay HP at 78k. Would be nice if it was a little bit higher. But it's fine for this content, obviously. Her resistance is okay at 266. The accuracy is irrelevant, but her speed is 276. And then, of course, the nuker builds. Gnut I have in Relentless and Perception. He's built mostly for Hydra and for Hard Fire Knight. So I've got him going relatively fast. I wish it was a little faster than the 270 I have him at. 50k HP is good enough. He's a pretty sturdy fellow. 5200 defense, of course, because he's a defensive nuker. And I'm sorry, the crit rate's only 94%. My relentless gear is not the best thing on my account. The crit damage, 254, is not the best thing that it could possibly be, but I also had to get the accuracy on him at 375. So it's an okay build. Yeah, I wish it was a little bit better, but I've just never had great luck with my relentless gear on my account. So that's just kind of what I have, but honestly, it does the job for basically all the content that I use it for. So it's not the end of the world. It's just I wish it was a little bit better. And then of course we got Geomancer. Now I have an Imperception Immortal. How important is that Immortal nowadays? Not quite as important. And then, I mean, this is pretty random gear, to be honest. I built this whenever, not long after Iron Twins came out. So I could probably make this a lot better, to be honest. He's just staying alive, he's got 60k HP, 3000 defense. I don't even have crit rate on him really. And then it's all about having the accuracy. He's got 596 accuracy and 300 resistance. You got to have that accuracy for this content. And then I've got him with cruelty. And these are his masteries. So there you go. That is my team. Maybe the builds aren't perfect for this content, but as you can see, it does the job, and it's a minute 20 run. Let me know if you have like a 30-second run or something crazy that I should try out. I'd love to try it out. Maybe save myself an extra 5 minutes of the day. And maybe I saved you an extra 5 minutes of the day. And of course, if you don't have Gnut, sorry. If you don't have Geo, sorry. Maybe you have one or the other. That'll do. Before this run, I had, instead of Gnut, I just had Stagnite because he was decreasing the attack. Helped keep my team alive a little bit longer. He decreased speed. Stuff like that was more necessary before the nerf. But maybe you can throw in some other kind of max HP nuker that you have. I haven't really tried anything out, but if you have, let me know. That is my team. And if you'll excuse me, I've got some energy waiting, and I have 5 more runs to do. See ya!